John's statement that he has killed Dr. Edwards at Gabriel Valli has sent Constance to the telephone, but not to call the police.
How soon does the train leave, please? 4:45. Thank you. We're going to Gabriel Valli, John. There's a train in an hour.
You're not going anywhere with me. I know about last night. I might have killed you or Dr. Bruloff with that razor.
But you didn't. Nothing happened.
It will if I don't give myself up to the police. I love you, but I'm not worth loving. Darling, you can help me, but afterwards.
This feeling of guilt. Guilt. Have you never been without it?
Not since childhood.
What's that? Since childhood?
What was it, darling? Was it so terrible that you preferred to think you murdered Dr. Edwards rather than remember what happened long ago?
Let me alone.
You said you loved me. Look at me then. Why am I fighting for you? Because I love you. Because I need you.
Can you love me?
And I want you to come with me to Gabriel Valli.
What good will it do?
You'll see the hill where it happened. You'll remember things.
How I killed him.
No. You'll see your innocence. You'll see what really happened.
If the episode's repeated, how do you know I won't kill again?
Because I'm convinced you didn't kill in the first place.
You believe in me enough to take such a chance?
Of course I do. We'll go back to that ski run. We'll find out what really happened to Dr. Edwards. We'll find out what it was in your childhood that's haunted you all these years.
Dr. Bruloff, you've been remarkably silent through all of this.
This is a woman in love. What can an old man say? Hello?
This is Lieutenant Cooley, Doctor, police headquarters.
What do you want now?
I came to see you last Tuesday. You had visitors. One of them was a girl.
Well?
I've just received a bulletin from Vermont. They're looking for that girl, Constance Peterson.
And what has she done?
She's wanted for questioning. Where is she?
She left yesterday afternoon.
Where did she go?
I don't know.
You know what you're doing, don't you?
Obstructing justice? Come down and arrest me there. I think I obstruct some more.
This is long distance.
A person-to-person call. Dr. Constance Peterson. She's at the inn in Gabriel Valli in Vermont.
I'm sorry, sir. The inn at Gabriel Valli says Dr. Peterson has gone skiing. Do you wish her to call you when she returns?
No, never mind.
You're sure this is the hill, John? You were here with Dr. Edwards.
This is it.
Put on your skis.
The cliff, it's down there.
I know it's down there.
And promise me, no matter what I may try to do,
The ski run curves away from the cliff.
But what if I force you to...
Just a few minutes, darling, and you'll be free. Take my hand. Ready? Then, here we go.
Slow down. Slow down, we're going too fast.
No, we're not.
You're too close to me. Cut over.
I want to be close to
The
you.
cliff, you can see it now, just ahead of us.
I know, darling, I know.
Yes. I remember. Wait, he was where you are, and I... You wanted this. Everything must be the same. All right. Constance, no!
John, are you all right?
Constance.
You threw yourself at me. You wouldn't let me go over. You saved me.
My brother. My brother.
What about your brother? Tell me.
We were children. It comes back to me now. I killed him. I killed my brother. It was an accident.
What happened? How did it happen?
Our house, the front steps, there was a railing, and my brother was sliding down the railing.
Tell me,
I didn't mean it. I slid down behind him. I knocked him off. And there was a picket fence. My brother...
At last. Oh. Come, darling. We're going back to the inn. You can call the police now.
Yes. They can find the body of Dr. Edwards somewhere in the snow at the bottom of that cliff.
some more coffee?
Oh, please. The police should be there by now. We'll know very soon.
Yes,
It's
darling.
unbelievable how everything comes back to me. Oh, by the way, I'm not married, and my name is John. John Ballantyne.
I'm very pleased to meet you.
Another thing, my Army record's all right. Medical discharge.
How did you meet Dr. Edwards?
I met him in the Cumberland Mountains. I went there to rest. My nerves were still pretty ragged from the war, and he was vacationing there, and I asked him to help me.
How did you happen to come here?
Still a little hazy, darling. He invited me. A few days skiing. He was coming to Vermont anyway to take over the sanatorium. We had to change trains in New York and left the station, went somewhere for lunch. I can't seem to recall just where. Anyway, we came on, and the accident happened at that spot.
Where you saved me.
Now, let's not have any confusion about who saved whom. Edwards was about 50 feet ahead of me when he went over.
You saw it happen. You thought of your brother, and that awful feeling of guilt came over you again. You had to run away. You assumed the role of Dr. Edwards to prove to yourself he wasn't dead. And since he wasn't dead, you reasoned you couldn't have killed him.
How does it feel to be a great analyst
Wonderful.
and madly adored?
Very wonderful. Hello.
I'm Sergeant Hickson, State Police.
Oh, yes.
This is Lieutenant Cooley. He's from Rochester.
We met Lieutenant Cooley before, so to speak.
How did you find us, Lieutenant? No thanks to Dr. Brulov. But you left a trail a mile wide.
We've found Dr. Edwards' body, just where you said it would be.
Thank goodness this is all over then.
And not quite, Dr. Peterson. There was a bullet in his body.
Well, that's impossible.
Dr. Edwards was murdered. Shot in the back. You're under arrest.
And I brought you back here to Green Manor's Conscience because there is nothing more you can do for John.
Alex, there must be something I can do.
You cannot keep bumping your head against reality and saying the evidence is not there. The evidence is there. John has been indicted for murder.
He trusted me, Alex. I led him into a trap. I've all but convicted him. Is that real enough for you? But don't ask me to stop. I can't stop. I won't stop until he's free.
And how will you free him?
I don't know. I haven't seemed very grateful to Alex, have I? Thanks for straightening things out with Dr. Murchison and everyone.
I'm sorry the prison hospital is so close by. This means you'll see John every chance you get. It is useless for me to tell you not to.
Yes.
I hate to hurry you, Dr. Brunov.
I have been waiting for you to throw me out of your office, Murchison.
The car's here. It's quite a drive to the station.
Yes, I go back now to Rochester. Take care of my girl.
We'll try to, Doctor. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I'll write to you, Constance.
Thank you, Alex.
Brilliant man.
I should go to the station with him.
No, you're too tired. Constance, try to forget things better forgotten. You've a fine career ahead of you here.
Thank you. Well, at least one good thing came out of all this. You're still here. Who knows what would have happened to this place under Dr. Edwards?
I knew Edwards only slightly. I never liked him. Well, good night, Constance. I hope you'll feel rested in the morning.
Good night, Dr. Murchison.
I knew Edwards only slightly. I never liked him.
He told me before he had never met him. The day John first came here.
Like the rest of you, I've never met the man. Constance, did you forget something, my dear?
I want to talk to you, Dr. Murchison.
Well, of course.
It's a problem. A dream one of my patients reported.
Which patient?
John Ballantyne.
Well?
Ever since John was arrested, he's been recalling more details of that dream. Anyway, he was playing cards in a gambling house, apparently with Dr. Edwards.
Oh? What game were they playing?
21. John says he dealt Dr. Edwards a 7 of clubs, and Edwards said that makes it 21.
Perhaps he was trying to mention a locale, an actual place, a club.
There's a place in New York, the 21 Club.
Oh, yes. Yes, so there is.
The patient dreamed the proprietor accused Dr. Edwards of cheating. He ordered Edwards out. I won't allow you here, he said. This is my place. I'm going to fix you.
The dream gives the locale a double identity. The 21 Club and Green Manors, perhaps. But the proprietor seems to belong to the latter. In fact, it might easily be myself.
It seemed that way to me, Dr. Murchison.
I presume you only arrived at this solution tonight?
Yes. Just now. In the corridor.
Was there any more to the dream?
Yes. The patient dreamed he and Dr. Edwards were on a high, sloping roof. That he saw Edwards fall from the roof to his death. He also saw the angry proprietor hiding behind a chimney. In his hand was a small wheel. He dropped the wheel.
The symbolism of the wheel escapes me.
It was a revolver.